Dear friend, please subscribe my YouTube channel Arjun Aswal and also hit the bell icon for more updates.
Beyond the glamorous world, it fascinates all. Distanced from the modern taste, mouth-watering flavor. Far of the modern lifestyle, wonderful life living. Of course, its unique and distinct city. The city was found in 12th century by King Anandadev Malla. Bhaktapur was the capital city of Greater Malla Kingdom in the Kathmandu Valley till 15th century AD. Many of the Bhaktapur's greatest monuments were built by Malla rulers. Bhaktapur District, located in the eastern part of the Kathmandu Valley, is the smallest Nepal. It is a part of Bagmati Province. The district with Bhaktapur as its district headquarters cover an area of 119 kilometers square. An ancient city Bhaktapur lies on the eastern part of Kathmandu Valley, which is also known as Bhatkam or Khwopa, Bhaktapur. The historical monuments around the significant medieval age culture and tradition of Nepal, and this old city is inhabited by indigenous Newa people in a large group. The 7 sites that are archaeologically, historically, culturally, and religiously very important in Kathmandu Valley were enlisted Kathmandu Valley World Heritage Property. On the World Heritage List in 1979, the Palace of 55 Windows is one of the most beautiful architectural features of the 55 carved wooden windows on its facade built this palace in 1677. This palace is named the Palace of 55 Windows. There was square. The king Bhupendra Malla. This palace is built around a number of inner courtyards that are linked together. It is said that there were 99 courtyards originally, but only 9 of them are present today. Another remarkable feature of this palace is the main entrance gate called the Golden Gate. King Jayasthiti Malla later added this gate to the place in the early 18th century. This gate is decorated by gold-plated embossed metalwork. It leads to the first courtyard of the palace. Bhaktapur has the best preserved palace courtyards and old city center in Nepal, and it is listed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO for its rich culture, temples, and woods, metal, and stoneworks. Bhaktapur Square has the fascinating structure of palace having 55 windows, was the seat of royalty before 1769 AD. The building now houses the National Art Gallery. It has a famous golden gate dating back to 1756 AD, and it is the entrance to the marvelous Taliju temple complex and number of artistic courtyards including the royal bath pond. The big bell in the square was erected by Ranjit Malla 1722-1769, last Malla king of Bhaktapur, and was used for paying homage to goddess Taliju and for assemblies of general public. Taumadi Square has Netapolo Temple, dates back to 1702 AD. The colossal 55-storied edifice is the country's tallest pagoda temple. The church door, windows, and tympanos, each embellished with attractively carved divine figure, perfectly portray the creative tradition of Nepal craftsmen. The temple is dedicated to goddess Siddhi Lakshmi, the manifestation of female force and creativity. Changu Narayan is a two-storied pagoda-style temple dedicated to Lord Vishnu and surrounded by ancient carving and statue. Having survived destruction in 1702 and 2015, it is said to be the oldest Hindu temple still in use in Kathmandu Valley today. Changu Narayan has changed its name several times over the centuries. The shrine was known as the Dolak Sikhar Swami during the Lichwe era and was finally given its present Newari name during the reign of Malla kings after Cha for the champak tree. In the 5th mid-Sikh, Atri was very old and young. Anusuya married him and they saw the hope of the Trimurti god for child. As a trinity were pleased with them for having brought light and knowledge to the world, instantly granted the boon which led Dattatreya to be born with characteristics of all three. The Dattatreya temple was built by King Malla in 1427. It has withstood earthquakes and other calamities over hundreds of years. The temple is dedicated to Dattatreya, who is a mix of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, although there are several items and inscriptions which closely link to Vishnu. Samay Bhaji, Nepal Bhasa. Samay Bhaji is an authentic traditional dish of Newar community in Nepal. In the years, this food has become one of the main attractions of Nepal. It is considered as a typical dish of Nepalese people. There are no specific season for this dish to be served, but mostly served during auspicious occasion, in family get-together and Newari festivals. Utumari is an ethnic dish of Newari community. This dish is most essential in Mahapuja, self-worship, and Bhaitika, worship to brothers ceremony. This is a culturally important dish of Newari community. Bara is ethnic and traditional dish of Newari community, which is made by flour of black and green lentils. This food is specially eaten in Sitinakha festival of War and Chathamari. Yomari Puni festival is said to have started from Panchal Nagar present-day Panauti. Myth has it that Suchandra and Krita married couple first experienced with the fresh yield of rice from their field. As the food was liked by all, the bread was named Yomari, which literally means tasty bread. It is a steamed dumpling that consists of an external covering of rice flour and inner content of sweet substance such as chaku. The delicacy plays a very important role in Newa society and is a key part of the festival of Yom. The Nepal Bhasa is a yogurt prepared by Newars of Nepal. It is a milk product made by bacteria fermentation of milk. It is usually made in clay pots and plastic cups. The most of the famous and delicious variety of dao is Juju dao, which is also known for its rich taste and thick consistency. Juju dao literally means king yogurt in Nepal Bhasa. It is a specialty of town of Bhaktapur. Navadurga Naach is understood as a jalakya in Nepal Bhasa. It means to fish which is not exhibited. The viewers visual and tease the performer Dev God while they chase them in return. There is a tradition of providing offering a deep god success to catch the chased person. On this note, it chase and caught is considered the fish. Why the occasion is associated with the catching of fish. As per historian Purushottam Lochan Shrestha, the traditional Navadurga Naच began from era of King of Bhaktapur, Bhuvan Malla 1505 and 1519 AD. The Nac is believed to be introduced as an alternative to combat famine that hit Bhaktapur in 1530. Nepal Bhasa is a ceremony of Newa community in Nepal, which is pre-adolescents girls are married to the Subarna Kumar, which is a symbol of the god Vishnu, ensuring the girl become an reference. It is believed that if the girl's husband dies later in her life, she is not considered a widow because she is married to the Vishnu, already has a husband, is believed to be still alive. This ritual has been practiced since hundreds of years. It is very scary rituals and real Kanyadan as a virgin girl is handed to the god. Actually, a girl is married to the golden statue of the Lord Vishnu known as Subarna Kumar, and bell fruit is given as its witness. As bell fruit wooden apple has peculiar quality of not getting rotten and remaining fresh forever, it is sometimes considered as a Divya Purush incarnation of the god. Barategu is a coming of age rituals at Newar community in which girls between the age of 17 to 13 are married to the sun god in 12-day ceremony. In Nepal Bhasa, Bara means a cave and Tegu means to put. Thus, Barategu is a ceremony where Newar girls are put in cave-like scenario for 12 days. For the first 11 days, the girl kept in a dark room away from the sun and light and any male contact. This is done to symbolize the purification of the girl before her marriage to the sun. God on the 12th day, the final day is marked with a traditional party and celebration. Topi is a type of hat popular in Nepal, especially in Newari community. It's a type of black topi specially made in towns of Bhaktapur, Nepal, and part of Newari traditional dress. This has been adapted as a part of Nepali national dress for men as an alternative to the description of the clothes worn by ordinary Newars in the 18th century can be found in the travel left by Italian Jesuit. In 1721, Desideri visited Kathmandu on his way from Tibet to India. Describing the clothes of the local people, he has written, in 1973, the government of Nepal issued a postage stamp showing a painting of the traditional costume of Kathmandu Valley as a part of the series of stamps of the traditional clothes worn in various regions of Nepal. Hakupatasi is a black sari with a red-brown Newari woman living in around Kathmandu Valley. Haku means black and Patasi means sari in Newari language. The costume is unique and distinct in all over the world. Women along with this look so charming and fascinating even beyond the modern glamorous